Right, okay, we're at the Codfather, and we get plenty of Codfathers in the UK, even a Cod Mother, I think, or two, maybe. It's great. We're on the way down to Moraira. I think I said that right then. And little lay-by here, a few shops in there, and the menu set up, there's no menu on the board. So you'll go in and it looks like a cafe, a restaurant type of thing. And your menus are on clipboards because you can eat in or outside, under cover. And I think that's probably the way the majority of people go. I wouldn't have thought, going off that they get many orders for a takeaway. And I don't know whether they do delivery or not. But anyway, on first appearances, it looked like a cozy little shop, a cozy little restaurant. And the owners are from Liverpool, and I believe they live locally. They're not here today, according to the staff. But they've got all sort of memorabilia up there, the Beatles stuff and the Mersey and all that kind of thing going on. And which is nice. It sort of adds a little bit of character to the shop, or the restaurant, I should say. So, yeah, interesting. As my wife's from Liverpool, of course, and I'm from Manchester. And we sort of met in the middle. We're going to tuck into some of this stuff now. Straight off the bat, love the packaging. It's the first time I've seen all paper and cardboard packaging. They can't be, can they? But they are. Cardboard and paper packaging since we've been here in Spain. Well, in the takeaway. So what we've got here, we've got salt and pepper chicken. For all those who've been saying, you don't get salt and pepper at a chippy, you even get salt and pepper at a chippy here in Spain. So I'm going to have a little go at that. It's not a Chinese. That's my first O in Spain. That is absolutely delicious. The chicken, proper chicken, and it's moist. And the salt and pepper seasoning are special. Mm. 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 We've got salt and pepper, chips, again, we're at a chippy, and we've got salt and pepper. I can't remember who it was that said to me that, salt and pepper's a bit of a strange one. And I said, well, this is what we get in our chippies. In the north of England anyway, or at least Merseyside, Manchester way. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Fabulous. The chips have got a crunch to them. There's plenty of salt and vinegar going on there. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's delicious. Mmm. She won't miss one more. I really didn't think I'd get my salt and pepper fix in a chippy in Spain. I really didn't. But there it is. So that was fabulous. That was a real treat. Now, I've ordered a small chips for me. Again, cardboard packaging. Yeah, they're great. They've got a firmness, still breaking through that crispiness. And there's crispies in there. Right, we're going to go now with the cod. This will be the big one. This will be the big tester. Well, so far, so good. It looks great. Doesn't look particularly thick, but it's making up for it on the length there. I squeeze a lemon. So let's get that on there. We've got their in-house tartar sauce. I'm going to give that a little try. They're not all equal, you know that. It's got the caper going on in there. Oh, it's a shame there's not very much of it. I mean, it's small. Let's break this cod open. Oh, look at that. Hang on a minute. Let's get some sarsons on here. Plenty more salt, just ordinary table salt. And I'm going to go for it. now that I've made it all wet. Look at that. That is delicious. I did look at the reviews for this as I was trying to find places, and very mixed reviews. Some not very good reviews, some great reviews. So I was expecting something sort of in the middle there. I was expecting, but I can never fully expect to go off of all those reviews. Nobody can. Nobody can. Even mine. Your tastes are going to be different. I can only give you my professional opinion. And this is delicious. Let's get some of that tartar on here. That batter is so light. I'm going to close that up a minute. I just want to try their curry. Their in-house curry and mushy cheese. You know, I really like the packaging. Did you see how secure that was? It wasn't just the lid that sometimes comes open during the takeaway. It was the elastic band and the paper. So that's great. Really is good. So let's go with these mushy peas. Oh, just looking at them, you know that's how I like my mushy peas. Mm. Mm. God, they're hot. You can see behind me. Shop is just behind me, the CODFATHER. And they've got the tables out there. It's a great little setting. Bit noisy with the traffic here for filming. But that's about it. These peas are delicious. Let's try them with a chip. I was told, yeah, that here, from the previous chippy, a chip is a chip. A potato is a potato. It's not really a case of we get sort of Maris Piper or King Edwards and all that kind of thing. They just get what's going. And I can appreciate that. So the packaging is a big plus for me, that. Let's go with this curry. Look this. I love the way they've done that with the elastic band and the paper. Sure, someone will go, yeah, but too fiddly, isn't it? So you're always going to get them, aren't you? First appearances look very wet. So I'll give it a stir. Very wet and quite mild. It's nice, but it's just that wetness about. And it is quite mild. So it's not really sticking proper, nice and thick to a chip. But I'm presuming they've got to cater for tastes. I've got a can of pop, and I never get cans of pop, never. But it's so warm and nice here. And my wife went for the iced tea, so I've gone with that. I don't normally bother with the tea. Isn't it funny that when people laugh at people going for Pepsi Max, Diet Coke, something like that? Well, I do if I'm having a can of pop normally. And it's not because I'm trying to think of the weight loss, obviously. It's just less sweet. I don't like that sweetness, that sugar, all sugar. So it's a good option. And I think a lot of people are like that. So I'm going to finish this off now with my wife. And we're going to go down to the beach, fabulous here. And in Moraira. I've lost it now. But check out some of the scenes in a minute. We'll have some drone footage and some video going on here now to give you an idea of what's going on, what it is like here in this beautiful place. So then it's back to the computer where I'll write my reviews, but not till we return to the UK. Right, let's get straight to it. 1 star. Great British fry up and very good value. Wheelchair accessible with toilet for the disabled. I thought I'd point that out because there's not that many that are so low. There's only a couple in the last 12 months for different reasons. But they do other foods. And as pretty much all of them do, you know, they sell alcohol. They seem to all sell alcohol and have a bit of a restaurant going on with different types of foods throughout the day. And I suppose that's only to be expected with holiday destinations and people with different tastes. 3-star. Food good, service good, but hot food on cold plates let it down. 5-star. Today I tried fish and chips for the first time. I'm very excited. The service is also very friendly. I will get this excellent meal more often in the future. Thank you so much. That was nice, wasn't it? Trying fish and chips for the first time. Mine. It was a 5-star for lots of reasons. And not just the salt and pepper, which it really was the best salt and pepper we've had in a long time. The best salt and pepper my wife's ever had. I mean, that says an awful lot, doesn't it, when you think? And they're from Liverpool, where my wife's from, and she's had a lot of salt and pepper. It seems to be, I don't know, the epicenter of salt and pepper. But I love my salt and pepper. When we lived in Wales, we had salt and pepper. And maybe it's just a northwest thing. I don't know. Because I have been told that, not everywhere sells salt and pepper chips or salt and pepper chicken wings, things like that. But a lot of chippies do, where we're from. So like I say, 5-star. I'm going straight in with this. The best salt and pepper chicken I think I've ever had. It reminded me of home in Cheshire. The CODFATHER is a great chippy and restaurant in Moraira, a beautiful part of the Costa Blanca. It's set back from the road and nestled among a row of other shops, with plenty of parking available. Serving great chippy fare, they also offer many different dishes, including breakfasts. The staff were warm and friendly, and I believe the owners are from Liverpool, now living in Moraira. Inside the shop, it's decorated with a wide range of Liverpool memorabilia. The tables and chairs are well laid out, providing ample space. The additional seating is available in the covered outdoor area, where people with dogs can also sit, not inside, but outside. The food was excellent. The salt and pepper chicken and chips were the highlight. Tender cuts of boneless chicken in a light coating of wonderful spices. I would have liked more vegetables with the chips, that's the salt and pepper chips, such as chili, peppers or onions to round it off. The large, thick cod came... See, before I go on there, I understand that putting a lot of those other kind of vegetables in can take a bit of the crispiness off the chips, but at the same time, I think it's an important part of salt and pepper chips to have those chunks and slices of peppers and chilies and onions. I just think it's an important part of it. The large, thick cod came in a light, crispy batter and was delicious. It was served with a slice of lemon and tartar sauce. The chips were okay, though I'd have liked more of them, but that's just me. Curry sauce was quite lovely too, with that familiar chip shop curry flavour, and the mushy peas were just as I liked them, thick and minimally seasoned. Cooking in oil, cash or card, fish reviewed, cod. See you on the next one.
The Chippy Tour, cruising the coast, can't ignore. With every bite, I'm loving it more. Saving the chippies, that's what I'm for. Yo, I hit the road, got salt in my veins. From London to Scotland, through sunshine and rain. Fish and chips in my hand, it's a noble quest. Supporting the classics, yeah, I'm doing my best. Met a bloke in Troon with a tempura squid. A castle in Wales where I had my bid. From mushy peas to battered Mars bar. A culinary Johnny, I'm a food rock star. I'm the Chippy Tour. Tasting it all. Beef fritter scraps, yeah, I answer the call. Savory scallops, deep fried dreams, keeping chippies alive, that's my team. Biggest fish, battered sausage on a roll. Fish cakes so good they'll nourish your soul. Squid so crispy, prawns in a crunch. A battered mushroom makes the perfect brunch. Deep fried pizza, yeah, wacky delight. Curry sauce pouring tartar in sight. But every shop story, it cuts kinda deep. As chippies fade away, it's hard not to weep. Oh, the landscapes I see, the people I meet. Seaside towns, cobble streets under my feet. The ups and downs, but I'll never despair. Gotta cherish these treasures, handle with care. On the Chippy Tour, tasting it all. Beef fritter scraps,